news, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities. Here we offer you. We gon' show you how to play. The content it never stays. More positive and uplifting. Once a week the scope gifted. This here we convey hydration like Boucher.
But now you can hear me. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the livest media, tech, and pop culture show in the land. I'm back. It's been a minute since I've been here, so I'm super excited to be here. I've got some help backstage, or some people that are going to be my help backstage. And if you don't know who I am or what this is, let me introduce myself. My name is Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist, and this is MediaScope. We are all things media, tech, and pop culture. This is a MediaScope, though, after dark. So I should have had the lights my after dark, but the next time we do it, I'll make sure I have my after dark lights. This is like regular MediaScope lights. And guess what? Lots of people watching lots of different places. If you happen to be watching on YouTube, right down here at the bottom, make sure that you are liked and subscribed. I mean, you're already watching. Why wouldn't you like and subscribe? It just makes good sense. And let's see who we have watching here. Hey, LaShondra Tinsley is here. She says, hey, Doc, I know you all are mad at me, but I rock with you. So let's put politics to the side. Listen, we don't do politics here on MediaScope. So all are welcome. Thank you so much for being here, sis. It is good to see you. Let's see who we have over on the Instagram side. Mary, how are you? Welcome. Bryson has also joined us. Oh, and look who is here. A month of Sundays, Kathleen Dean. Welcome. Trish, how are you? From California, I think LA. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Hearts to you too. Good to see you, my dear. It's kind of impromptu. I did say that I was going to come on, but I didn't really widely publicize it. But I'm happy that you all are here today. And I know more folks will start to come in. And look who is here on the Instagram side, After Dark with Johnny Ray. What's up, Johnny Ray? How are you? Welcome in. Trish says, happy Friday to you. And Nadine Kelly Art is here. She's an amazing artist. Check her out, Nadine Kelly Art. It is great to see you. Let's see who else has joined us over here. LaShondra is giving us the prayer symbol. So make sure that you like and subscribe, please. That would be wonderful. All right. So we have a lot. Not a whole lot, but some stuff to talk about, right? So we're going to get to it. Hold on just a second. Look who is here. The food plane has joined us and says, hello, Dr. Tachi and fellow MediaScopers. What's up to you, Mr. Food Plane? I know you all haven't seen me in quite some time. And now I am back with folks. Let me say, first of all, I got to give you a hug. I'm giving everybody a hug to let you know, as usual, that I appreciate you being here. You could choose to be any place else, yet you're here on a Friday night. I mean, where else are you going? Why wouldn't you be here with me? I think it's fun. But I appreciate you for being here. Let me introduce. You won't see them, but I'm going to introduce, I think I told you all that I have had the good fortune to have some interns working with me this semester, and I am super happy to introduce to you they're going to be working with me on MediaScope backstage for a bit. That BC is here, and she has a lot of great information. And I'm going to mess up what schools you both are at, but BC is a graduate student at Toronto Metropolitan University. So everybody say welcome to BC. And we also have Shirley backstage. Shirley, you have to put what you are at Centennial College, correct? Let me know. So I think, no, Toronto Metropolitan? You too? Okay, so we have interns from 3 different schools in Toronto. All of my interns are Canadian. So Shirley is also at Toronto Metropolitan University. Now, if you're saying I never heard of that, it was formerly called Ryerson University, and they changed the name. So it is now Toronto Metropolitan University. Please say a welcome to BC and Shirley. And let's see who else we have here. Lisa. Hey, Lisa Fanning is here. And she says, what's up, Dr. Tachi? I'm embellishing. She says, hey, Dr. Tachi. Food Play says, it's good to see you again. It is wonderful to have you in the presence. And Food Plane got his hug. Absolutely. And Lashandra says she loves hugs. Let's see what's happening over. And Lashandra says, welcome BC and Shirley. So let me, it's BC, BISI. So I think I'm saying it Americanized. BC, I think. Let me not say it in Igbo like the way I normally would. But thank you so much for being here. Oh, that photog. Hey, Lisa, what's up? How are you? Good to have you here. Let's see what's happening over here. Bryson and Trish are talking to each other. The chat. Why Terry is also here. Coach Tanisha Marie has joined us. What's up, Coach? It is good to see you. After Dark with Johnny Ray says thank you. So as you all know, I cannot merge the comments from both Instagram and everybody else. Instagram insists on being their own animal. So fine. So I have to come back over here and take your comments. So if I don't get to you for a minute, don't worry. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. So first of all, before we get going, let me know how everything is happening in your world, how you are faring these days, what the weather is in your neck of the woods, and where you are. Maybe I don't know where you are, but I'm pretty good with remembering where people are. But let me know where you are and how everything is faring for you, because I actually really do care. Oh, I got fire emojis. I got the flame already. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. So as I'm waiting for you to get all this stuff going, because we're going to be on probably for about an hour today, maybe a little bit less, because it's an after dark. So this is a show. Listen, it's after dark. It's Ask Me Anything. Let's take that flame down. It's Ask Me Anything. It's anything related to media, tech, and pop culture. Okay. Ask me anything related to media, tech, and pop culture. It is also, if you have any things that you've seen in the media that are media, tech, and pop culture related, let me know. Food Plane says it was cold all day today. Then it warmed up around 4 p.m. Now that is just an insult. Well, why doesn't the weather slap you in the face? He lives in New York. And so it was cold up until 4 p.m. And then the sun is about to go down, so we'll get cold again. Wow. Insult to injury. I'm sorry about that, but it's March. So better days are ahead weather-wise, hopefully. So Lashandra says she's in Ohio and the weather is great in Columbus. Cool beans. Yeah, I did have to clarify. Listen, I had to clarify because then people will ask me anything and I'll just blink, because I'm not answering anything, but I will answer anything related to media, tech, and pop culture. We can have lots of different conversations, so feel free to do that. And let's see. Let's go back over to Instagram. Let's see. Trish said, "Oh, I was like thinking you were talking about Spirit Airlines." I'm like, yeah, they're the winner on the block these days. Did we hear that there was another plane incident that happened? Was it yesterday? Or was it this morning? Thankfully, nobody was hurt, but it was a plane that had to be rerouted, and they landed. And then one of the engines, I believe, got caught fire. But I mean, they were able to get off. But safe travels for everybody who's going. I didn't mean to put that out there, but I thought we were talking about Spirit Airlines because they seem to be, on the up and up. Also, Southwest, for those of you who love Southwest like I do, maybe not so much anymore. They are now charging you for the bags unless you are paying at a certain level. So thank you, Bryson. Bryson said it was American Airlines. Trish says, please bring back the air traffic controllers. I mean, really. I mean, I think also, part of this is the planes. I don't know the age of these planes. They run them to the ground. And I understand, these planes are not cheap. But I don't know what's happening, but we want to keep everyone in our thoughts. We want to keep everyone in prayer, all of that. Kimmy, what's up? She's over here on the Instagram side. It is wonderful to see you. So Food Plane says we're almost through with March. Listen, it feels like we just started. And I still feel like I need a break, a vacation. And it's probably due to this asinine time change, which nobody asked for. And yeah, the food plate is always safe. Thank you for saying that, because if you are interested, make sure that you are following the food plane on YouTube. He has an amazing show where he talks about different recipes from around the world. So it's a literal, in a sense, food plane where he visits different places around the world and cooks from them, because he's an amazing chef. I still need some of your food plane. All right. You know what we're going to do? We are going to get to it, because we do actually have some media stories. I actually do have some media stories. So what we're going to do is we are going to get to the media section. Here we go. All right. Well, we have some media stories for you. Actually, yeah, media. We're very media heavy today. So bear with me, because, yeah, there are going to be quite a few media stories. We're going to go first with it. Actually, before we do that, I did want to talk about two things that are going on. So, you guys know about South by Southwest? South by Southwest is an amazing festival that is film and interactive. It's also music. The music part is going on right now, and it is media. So it's huge. It happens in Austin every year. Usually it's over 2 weeks, but I think they just did one this year, because I'm only seeing this 1 week listed. And so I've seen so many amazing sessions. You can tune in and watch the past sessions from this week, because it ends tomorrow. So you could watch the past sessions from all of this week. Lots of stuff dealing with AI, things about quantum computing, if you're interested in that, for those of you that are techies, music, lots of things. I was telling the interns that I watched an amazing session with John Fogerty from Creedence Clearwater Revival. Now, again, for some of us, we were not born. Hey, we're making music, but if you know music, then you know the effect that they had on it. And he was talking about the fact of how they signed this record deal when they were 19, and they actually did not have their publishing rights. So it was such a lesson in pay attention, read your contracts, know what you're getting into, all of that. So you could go back and watch that. It's SW, South by Southwest. Their channel is on YouTube. You can watch all of the amazing sessions. Let's see what folks are saying. Food Plate is saying, thank you. You are more than welcome, Food Plate. Okay, Frank Balkan, welcome over on the Instagram side. Perfume and Bottle, it is good to see you. And Trish asks if anyone saw yesterday's blood moon. Listen, my intention was to get up to watch it, because it was midnight, and I'm like, I'm not gonna stay up. I'll take a nap. I woke up at 5 o'clock. So, but I still got outside to see it, because it went to 6. So I saw the end, but it wasn't orange anymore. So if any of you saw the blood moon or had pictures, let me know, because it was a blood moon, that red moon, but it was also a lunar eclipse. And we haven't had one since 2022. Hey, Fenton Haney, how are you over on the Instagram side? Wonderful to have you here. Bryson asks, who's ready for CQ5 weekend kickoff on Thursday with TKBS Live on March 20th. So for those of you who don't know, CQ is Club Quarantine. That is the brainchild of D Nice, Derek D Nice Jones. We just call him D Nice. He's DJ D Nice. And during the pandemic, he started playing music and having conversations from his kitchen with his audience. This audience has grown to, I can't even count. It's huge now. He actually was just on NPR, All Things Considered, with Terry Gross. I didn't get to listen to it, but I'm going to go to the NPR website. And he did an interview there about, I guess, this being the 5th anniversary of Club Quarantine, which is amazing, because I listen to NPR all the time. And I'm like, oh, I love this. So take a listen to that. Derek is our CEO, and we love him dearly. So they are celebrating on the 22nd. There's a bunch of things going on, but the main event is going to be at the Apollo Theater in Harlem, in New York City, on March 22nd. So Grace J, welcome in. It is good to have you here. Okay. Oh, After Dark with Johnny Ray is over here too. It says, "Look at me dropping the CCR reference." What is CCR? What did I say? Oh, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember the the commercials from when I was little. They were always selling them on KTEL, right? This 5 album set is yours for 4 easy payments of 1995. Remember that stuff? So I remember Creedence Clearwater Revival, Three Dog Night, a bunch of them were on there. I'm a TV addict. Of course I know. So that's what I wanted to tell you about with South by Southwest. Make sure that you tune in because there are some really great things there. Also, I wanted to say happy Pi Day. Did you guys know today is Pi Day? 3/14. It is March 14th, and pi is 3.14 da 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 da, right? It is an equation, a mathematical equation, and every March 14th, nerds around the world celebrate Pi Day. But it's not just nerds. I mean, Pi Day is almost over, but if you're on the West Coast, not so much. So you're able to, well, it's only 8 something. There are lots of places that have Pi Day specials. So lots of pizza places have Pi Day specials, lots of places that serve pie, right? So lots of dessert places. So if you are so inclined, you can find in your area different places. I know 7-Eleven has some pie, something special going on. I think this is a local thing for those of you that are in South Florida called Anthony's Coal Fired Pizza. You have 31.4% off of your bill at Anthony's Coal Fired Pizza. So everybody's doing like a cute Pi Day thing. So happy Pi Day. Happy Pi Day, everyone. What are you doing for Pi Day, Food Plane? If you didn't do anything next year, now you know. All right, let's see if we have anything there. Kim Kimmy says she remembers the album. Right? What's up? How are you, Betty? Welcome in. Welcome in. It is good to see you, Betty. Grace J is here as well. Thank you for being here. All right, folks, if you're just joining, welcome to the fold. I'm super happy to have you here. My name is Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist. This is MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture. We're here every week, usually on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. This is actually a MediaScope After Dark. It's our first MediaScope of the season 10. Folks, we've been on for 10 years. This is year 10. July 29th makes 10 years. So yay. And if you're over on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. We would appreciate that. Okay. Oh, we've got some comments from our interns in the back. Shirley took advantage of Pi Day. This is what I'm talking about. College students, you should know about Pi Day. She got pizza for Pi Day. And BC, you're at Centennial College. Okay, sorry. I thought it was Toronto Metropolitan. BC is at Centennial College and Shirley is at Toronto Metropolitan. See, I told you I was going to mix it up. Thank you for correcting me. And she got the Pi Day discount, Shirley did. That's what I'm talking about. I haven't left my house, so I didn't get Pi Day anything. But maybe after this, I'm going to seek out some pie. And BC said she got apple pie. She almost forgot. So she's going to bring it out and eat it. That's what I'm talking about, BC. Exactly. Very cool. Let's see what other comments we have. And yeah, so Food Plane says he just learned about Pi Day recently and he's going to be on it for next year. I'm telling you, whatever days you could use to beef up your social media, do it. Pi Day is so much fun. Okay, and Food Plane says 10 years old. Well, yes. July 29th, 2015 is when we went live for the first time, I should say. So, all right, let's keep going. I know I keep bumping this thing, but let's keep going. All right, so we are going to go to this first one. Oh, look at them. If you don't know these individuals, well, to be honest, I only know Mr. Beast. He's on the left. And the reason Mr. Beast is with these individuals here, let's see. It is Mr. Beast and Colin and Samir. If you know who Colin and Samir is, congrats to you. I don't. But this is something that's really cool. They are top YouTube creators. I'm not sure if this is the case now, but I think it still may be. Mr. Beast is the top creator at YouTube. I have to look at the Forbes list, but he probably is the earningest. That's not a word, but I'm making it one, the earningest one out of all the creators. So if you let me know if you watch Mr. Beast or if you even know who Mr. Beast is. So this is what they've decided to do. Remember, I tell you guys all the time about the upfronts, right? And the new fronts. So a reminder, the upfronts are when all the shows on the different networks have it's basically a showcase of the upcoming shows for the season. And it's a selling point for advertisers. Because remember, all of that only exists because of advertising, right? Unless it's heavily subsidized or sponsored. It's advertising. So they come with their new slate of shows. All the stars of the shows are there, the cast, and they basically the creators, that they talk about what this show was about. And that's when advertisers decide we are going to advertise next to your show. So upfronts is for traditional legacy linear television. The new fronts is for digital, right? However, in what's happened is this still edges people out. So people like Mr. Beast and other YouTubers and other content creators, they're not really looked at or eligible for participation in the traditional ones, even the new fronts, which is supposed to be digital. So what did creators do? They decided to make their own, right? So Mr. Beast, Colin and Samir, Ryan Trahan, and Dude Perfect. Again, I only know the first one. They're amongst the creators that are expected to unveil their content at the first showcase this month. And it's by Spotter. Now, if you don't know Spotter, you probably, if you get newsletters, you see them. They have a lot of they represent a lot of creators, etc. So Spotter decided to do a new front for them where they can get sponsorship and they can get advertising and that type of thing. And that's a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that you're going to be able to have representation you're not a smaller creator, but you're not traditional media either. So that, my friends, is a huge game changer. So let's see what people have to say. Kimmy says, my grandkids know Mr. Beast and he sells chocolate bars. Yes, chocolate bars. He's got like a hamburger restaurant, all of that. You have grandkids, Kimmy? You look nowhere near anybody's grandmother. So that's awesome. Yeah, kids love Mr. Beast for some reason. Hey, Dilly with a dot, welcome in. She is over on the Instagram side. Good to see you. Lainey Lane has also joined us. Fantastic. And Bryson says they're going to discuss about all things Black actors and actresses. Where? Is there a panel for CQ? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. And Dilly with a dot says, happy Friday to everyone here. Let's head back over to the other side and look who we have here. Eni Osang, hello, how are you? Welcome in. And he's watching from YouTube, says Pi Day, clearly a US thing. You know what? That's a good question. I assume that I think it is a US thing, definitely, but pi like the Greek letter pi, P-I. So it's a play on words for Pi Day. It's a US thing, I think, and a nerd thing. But if anybody knows if they celebrate Pi Day in other places in the world, let me know. But Ennio Song says, clearly not where you are. And let me know where you are watching from. Durham Skyrider says, just got home. What a pleasant surprise. Hey, Tachi, what's up? Durham Skyrider, Patricia. She is the editor and founder and creator of the Durham Skyrider, which is an online community newspaper for Durham, North Carolina. So welcome. And Soon says he has heard of Mr. Beast. Oh, just thanks to me. Yeah, check it out. It may not be your cup of tea, but check it out. And then Lashandra says, I've heard the name, but I am not familiar. Yeah, so if you go to YouTube, go ahead and check out. You could look up Mr. Beast. He does have a television show on streaming. I can't remember what channel, but it's called Beast Games. There's been a little bit of controversy with Beast Games, but you can look that up and listen. This is the future of content. I keep saying this. I don't care what anybody else says, but this legacy media thing that we all so love, and I do. I grew up on television. I'm a television addict, junkie. I love it. However, television has not kept up with the changes of its audience. The audience wants something different. All they have to do is look at how people are drawn to TikTok and YouTube, and we have to do something different, but they refuse. They refuse. And I understand why. Part of it has to do with advertising dollars. You are not going to make the same amount of advertising dollars on an app or online that you would for legacy television. So creators are not they're not just relying on their YouTube views and AdSense for example, for their money. No, they've got other things. Look at Mr. Beast. He's got chocolate bars. He's got a hamburger restaurant. Burger chain, I guess is the better. I said hamburger restaurant, whatever it is. He's got a lot. He's got Beast Games. So he's got all these other layers. And that's what it takes in this day and age. The days of you coming in and one entity funding everything, and those days are gone. So you have to have multiple streams of income in this media game. It is different from what it was before. People are still trying to act like it's the same. You're acting as if it's the same, and you are losing the role, actors, because it's not the same. The game has changed, and I need for you all to realize, if you don't listen to anything else I say, realize the game has changed. So, and he is in the UK. Wonderful. Well, my mom lived in the UK for a long time before she moved to the US. So she lived in all over England before she moved to the US. And Durham Skywriter said, I've heard of all of these guys, but I personally don't think they're all that talented. Listen, I think that it's interesting. Oh my gosh. Look who is here. Ron TV Metro, watching us from Manila in the Philippines. How are you, sir? It is, well, you are exactly 12 hours ahead of us now, so it should be 8:57 Saturday morning. Welcome in, one of my favorite YouTubers. And the Food Plane says, hey, Ron, how are you? Wonderful. All right, let's see what's happening over on YouTube. PR Diva is here. What's up? And Miss Elise, welcome in, everyone. Blessed to have Aiden has also joined us. Miss Elise says, hello, Dr. Tachi. So Kim Kimmy says, all these actors and singers got different streams of income. Look at what Rihanna has done. Listen, do you think, and God forgive me for saying this. Let me say this nicely. Rihanna is an entertainer when it comes to her music. She probably would even admit she is not the strongest vocalist. You see how I'm trying to say this nicely here? Because I don't want, if there's a Rihanna hive or what, I don't want them to come after me. She's not the strongest singer. So when you know that is not your main thing, you do other things. Even Beyonce, who is, in my opinion, a stronger singer than Rihanna, she has other streams of income. Because if you're just relying on the publishing from your music, from the royalties, from whatever show you're in, you are doomed to live in your car. I shouldn't say it like that, but I'm being real. This economy, and not just in entertainment and media, that's in general. Everyone should be looking at what side gig, what side hustle, what else can I do to make up the income? Now, if you don't want to, that's fine. I can't force you to do that. But then you also cannot complain when you don't have that extra money coming in, because this is what an economy like this requires. That's what a global economy requires. So going back to Rihanna, she is not the strongest singer, but does she have like the number one makeup line in the world? Yes. Does she have all these partnerships? The Savage by Fenty, well, that's her lingerie and pajama line, right? But she also, in addition to that, she has all of these collabs with Puma. She's done a collab with Puma, I think 3 times now, where she's got a sneaker together with Puma. What have I done in a past life that this is not me? Hmm? But it can be me, right? And it can be you as well, to the extent you want it to be you. So, Divine Right is here. What's up? Divine Right is the minister of libation and the queen of food truckery. She is the proprietor of the MediaScope food truck. If you didn't know, yes, we have a food truck. It may be imaginary, but it's very real to us. So I don't know if it's coming out today, but we do have one. And glad to see you here, Queen of Food Truckery. Let's see. Kimmy says 100%. Cadillac is here. What's up? And Jen B says it can be all of us. Hi, Jen B. It can be all of us. I don't know who told us it couldn't. I don't know who we believed when we said it couldn't. And it doesn't have to be you being a trillionaire. That's not it at all. But listen, having the money. I was listening to Dr. Vibe this morning. Wayne Harris is usually on there once a month. And he said something this morning. It's like you get into trouble when you have more month than money left. When you have more month than money left. Remember back in the day, when you were young, you're like, oh, well, I don't get paid for another 2 weeks. And so you're just biding your time. This is what we want to get out of. But that's a habit that has been taught to us, believe it or not. I'm no economist, but I know some of the things, the habits that have been taught to us. So, use these individuals and their multiple streams of income, especially if you're in the media game, as confirmation that this is the thing to do. Oh, blessed to have Aiden. Thank you. Thank you. I am, and it's warm here today. And stupidly, I wore like 3/4 length sleeve. I don't know why. Even with the air condition on, it's still a little warm. I dressed up like it's cold here, and it's not at all. But I'm good. But thank you for that wonderful, those wonderful accolades. All right. So let's see. We have Lashandra says, I feel like we all need to have several streams of income, no matter what lane. Absolutely. 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 And Ron says he's enjoying his morning, and myself, I'm enjoying the evening here with you. Listen, this for me is enjoyable. I'm hanging out with my friends. I love this. You all are MediaScope Massive for life. And I love that I'm hanging out with all of you on a Friday night. I like the after darks. So, let me not promise because I'll be like, yeah, I'm tired. But I love doing the after dark thing. Yeah, I do. So we'll see. Again, I want to do these periodically, maybe monthly. I will also do an after dark. We'll see. And then you all let me know what you think about. I have my show on Wednesdays, but remember, I've been thinking about moving it to another day. For some reason, Wednesdays are so hectic, but I'm thinking about moving it to another day because, sometimes I'll do a Thursday. Let me know. Let me know. But Wednesday has been traditional, but it's 10 years. I could do something different, right? If I want. So, Food Plane says, interesting how you are not taught how to start a business in school or event. Listen, do we want to go down that road? I'll go down that road briefly. Even if you are in a business program in college, you are not taught, for the most part, about starting a business. Here's the thing. Having a business gives you a level of freedom that you don't have when you are an employee. It's also a level of headache, I'll say that, but it gives you a level of freedom that you don't have when you are an employee. The thing is, school teaches you to be a worker and not an entrepreneur. School is set up for you to think inside the box and not to give you the skills required to build outside of the box, if that makes any sense. And I'm talking as somebody that has 3 degrees. Okay. Yeah, I believe in the power of education, but I've also seen how education makes you conform to a certain standard. Now, that doesn't mean everybody needs to go out and start a business. That may not be your forte. That may not be what you want. But I hate when I see people, told not to do this, or they'll go get you a good government job. Where has that gotten us? We were not doing politics, but I'm saying, where has that gotten us? right? So there's a reason that you're not taught. It is all of these things are by design, and people can say it's conspiracy theory. No, it's truth. These things are by design. If you have people who can self-sustain, they don't need you. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, yes, Lashandra's talking about civics being taken out of the schools. Absolutely. I think that's the worst mistake that was ever made. You need to understand how where you live, how the power works, how government works. I don't understand why you would take it. I do understand why, but I'll keep quiet. And Ron TV Metro says, I'm still wondering how algebra applied to any of the work that I do. Listen, I went to school in New York State. And for anybody who went to school in New York State, remember they had the Regents program. So when you took these maths, if you were in the Regents program, it wasn't just algebra. You had course 1, course 2, and course 3. Course 1 was a mixture of algebra and trigonometry. Course 2 was some nonsense. It was ridiculously hard. Do I use it now? No, because math is not my strong point. It was the type of class that you needed. They allowed you to use a scientific calculator to get through. That's how difficult it was. Now, you still had to prove your work, but they allowed you to use a scientific calculator. Crazy. Anyway, let me see. We're going to go to the next story in just a moment, but let me just go over here to what's up. I see. Oh, Can of Internet. Hey, how are you? Welcome, welcome in. An official of community has joined. Hello, hello. Shar B. Love says, facts. What's up? How are you? Pammy Pam is here. Hello, Pammy Pam. Good to see you. Joyful Connections Life Coaching is here. Hello, hello. Also, did I miss anybody? If I did, charge it to the fact that I did not see you, but welcome in. Welcome in. QKBAE88. Hey, how are you? I'm sorry if I messed up your handle. Welcome in, welcome in. So, folks, if you're just joining, I'm happy to welcome you into the fold. This is MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture. We are here every week. You know, how about I put it up so you can see? My name is Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist. This is MediaScope. Let me say hello, though, for those of you watching on YouTube, how are you? Welcome in. If you're watching on Bookface, welcome. It's good to see you. IG, what it be? If you're watching on LinkedIn, I'm happy to have you here. We don't always have people on LinkedIn, but when we do, we welcome them. And Twitchers, if you are here, welcome to the folks on Twitch. And it's not just my channels, it's also folks watching on Indie Soup Media, which is my network. Listen, folks, are you not subscribed to Indie Soup Media on YouTube? Why? Why not? We have the most amazing programming. You know, I was talking about independent. There are 25 independent content creators that have great programming that you can watch if you're tired of the rubbish that's on television. So make sure that you are here. Let's do the promo. How about we do that? All right, that's Indie Soup Media. It's not just my network, it is our network. Thank you so much, everyone. We are about to be 1 year old. Is that next week? Well, the 25th. Next week, next 2 weeks, we will celebrate 1 year. And we actually yesterday hit 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank all of you. Thanks to all of you who are watching and supporting. Yay! Let's see. The Food Plane says since it's season 10 and you have been doing this for 10 years, what is the most important thing you've learned about live streaming in these 10 years? Ooh, that is excellent. Okay, yeah, because it's an Ask Me Anything, right? And you know Food Plane is going to come out with something. So I think this is what I've learned, that the audience is the most important thing, that you have to have an audience-centered approach. That's it. I am because you are. right? And not to sound corny, but that's it. I am because you are here. Otherwise, I would be talking to myself. And that's not fun, even though I don't mind. But we don't want to do too much of that, right? When we're when we're doing things. But it's sometimes it's good to talk to yourself, to talk things out. But talking to you every week really honestly lifts me and gives me life. I love it. So I exist because you all are here. And that's one of the things that I've learned. Number two, now I'm always going to be an equipment person. You could see, by the way, guys, I got a new camera. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited because that's why, in a new camera, that's why there's so much bokeh or blurriness, right? Also called shallow depth of field in the background, because I have two beautiful new lenses for this new camera, and I'm excited about it. But this camera will show every flaw because the dust on my hat is crazy. But anyway, so equipment is important. I love equipment, but the audience is there for you. So don't not go live. Don't not make content because you think you don't have the perfect microphone, the perfect camera, the right lighting. Just start. Start where you are. And then once you get better and you get funding then get better. Respect your audience enough to say, I want to get better for you all, but I'm going to start because I have something to say. So I think that's another thing that I've learned, and that people actually listen to me, that what I have to say is important. I never thought in 2015 that anybody gave two damns about the fact that I wanted to talk about media and tech and pop culture. There are not a lot of people who do that. Lots of pop culture people, right? But not a whole lot of media people talking about the media itself. Not a whole lot of women in tech, Black women talking about tech. So this is just a thing I love. And that's what I decided to do. Who thought people would listen to me? So I am thankful. Those are 2 to 3 things that I've learned. So thank you for asking that. Okay, I have another question from the food plane. He asked, what has been the hardest challenge in these 10 years? Ooh, I will say, because getting up and talking has never been a problem for me. I will say equipment, not not having the equipment, or the equipment not existing for what I wanted to do. I have to get to this point, I had to wait. This is what I would have loved to have done back when I first started, but the technology wasn't there. So when I started MediaScope, it was on Periscope and Meerkat. I had 2 devices, my iPad and my phone, and I just looked back and forth between to get the comments from folks. Yes, it was tiring, but I just got used to it, which is why now I'm used to looking all over the place because of having to do that. So I think the biggest challenge was that some of the things that I wanted to do you were not the technology was not ready yet. So my wants, needs, and desires surpassed what was technologically possible simply. So we could do it, but there was all this stuff that I was not prepared to do, and a whole bunch of equipment that you needed to buy to make things look like this back then. And everything was not a vertical format back then. Uh, uh, Sorry, was not a horizontal format. Everything was vertical, which is fine. I love vertical too, but I think that was the hardest challenge because I always have a bigger goal, which we all should, right? You have that bigger goal in mind, but sometimes the platform or the setting is too small for what you want to do yet. So the fact that I had to hang on. Yeah. So I see you have another thing, and I'll get to that in a moment. And what is the camera? Nadine asks me. And Divine Rice says, awesome to the new camera. So I'm a Panasonic girly. I always have been. I know some people are not, but this is the Panasonic Lumix S5X, S5 2X. So this is their S series. For those of you that understand photography, this is a full frame sensor as opposed to the one I used before, which I still use because I can do 2 camera shoots now, which is the other one was a micro 4/3 sensor. Okay, so this is full frame. And I love it for that. So you notice some differences because this is a full frame sensor. So in addition to the lens, the full frame sensor is kind of what gives it this look as well. Hey, Hope One, how are you? Classic C Gems is here. What's up? Yeah, Lumix is great. I love the Lumix. So if you're looking for a camera for live streaming, I would definitely suggest the Lumix. Check it out. Check it out. I look because my other Lumix was from 2015. I used it. But ironically, I couldn't live stream with it in 2015 because the infrastructure wasn't there to do that. It's only like not so long ago I was able to do that because technology had not caught up, right? Facebook and all these places had not caught up. So, but now we are caught up. So, and Classic C Gem says it looks great. Thank you. They did. Yes, we did find each other on Periscope. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see. Official community is clapping, I think, for the 10 years. Thank you so very much. And Mary is also clapping. Camelia Flanagan and Mish, welcome. Bestie says, congratulations. Miss Elise says, nice. Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, to the 25,000 subscribers. Yes. Or 10 years, one of those. Can of Internet says long time. Yeah, it has been a long time since we've seen each other. And actually, I think we met on Periscope, wasn't it? So there's still some OGs from Periscope and Meerkat class of 2015 that are here. All right. So see, we're having a nice conversation and we'll be at time very soon. So, here we go. So Ron says, yes, I follow a New York City streamer. We talk plenty of tech on his gear, like the Bella Blocks, Starlink, etc. Plus, I can't with you. Wow, fantastic. And Durham Skywriter says, when I visited Japan some years ago, I was surprised to learn that Panasonic is called national there. Really? I didn't know that. And Panasonic is a Japanese company. Yeah, Food Place says Lumix is a classic. It really is. It really is. Let's see. So, you know what I'm planning on doing, and every time I think I have what I need something else. Yeah, I find something else that I need. But this is the thing, and I'll say this to all of you. We always do that. And I think it's because we just want the best for our streams. We want the best for our content. It's like, oh, I need this. I didn't know you don't. No, you don't. Right? Really, all you need for your phone is fine. With an external mic, please do not use the mic on your phone. Use an external mic. It's going to give you better sound, right? And some lighting. That's a great place to start. And then when you're ready, because I don't want people to just buy stuff so that it ends up in the graveyard of misfit toys. We want you to use it, and you're not going to use it if it's too difficult for you to understand, right? So build up and work up to that point. And to be honest, like this new camera has so many different settings. And to be honest, I don't use all of them because you need so few for live streaming and for making content. Now, is it good to understand this? Yes, you should understand the settings in your phone. Listen, YouTube University is great for that. Your camera will also come with documentation. But for the most part, and that was another reason I stayed within the ecosystem. So if you already have a camera like a DSLR or a mirrorless, this is a mirrorless, sometimes you will like, hey, I want to try a Sony or I want to try this. But if you stay within the ecosystem you're already in, number one, you're going to have another camera that you could do a shoot with, and the look will probably be similar because it's the same camera. Number two, you also, what was number two? See, I was so into that, but the main thing is you're going to have the same look because you've got the same camera. Oh, number two is that you already understand the ecosystem of that camera. So listen, you think I read the directions? It's not just because I don't like to read directions or follow them. It's also because I know Lumix. So this new one, I'm like, okay, it's all basically the same. Some more bells and whistles, but this is all basically the same, right? So that's my recommendation for this. Let's keep going because I do, before we go, want to get some more. So, but please ask questions if you have anything. PR Diva, it looks like a whole bunch of people are going to be at CQNY for the 5th anniversary of Club Quarantine. That is awesome. I was supposed to go. Unfortunately, I'm not going now. Oh, Quincy, QK says, I'm Quincy. Quincy, welcome. It is wonderful to have you here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Pammy Pam looks like she's going to CQ. Also, let's see. Lumix has you luminous. Oh, Cadillac, thank you. That I did not know because I don't read directions. So I just figure it out. And because I've been doing this for a while, I kind of but that would be nice to know to get some extra education. TV Diva, what's up? How are you? John Copeland Jr. Hey, sir. He's 1/4 of the Gentleman's Corner, which, by the way, is going to be on Indie Soup Media. So look out for them coming soon. And Trish says, nice lens on the Lumix. Good choice. Thank you. Thank you. It came with 2 really great lenses. And John Copeland is saying, y'all enjoy. I think you're talking about CQ. Because, PR Diva, since he said y'all enjoy, clearly he will not be there. But you will be missed, apparently. Let's see, did I get anything? Divine Right says, yes, indeed, just start. Thank you for that last tip. Yeah, just start. The Divine Right just started, and now she is rolling with her content, and I'm so proud of you. Blessed to Have Aiden says, I love your shows. Your voice is one of a kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, honestly, I don't know anybody that sounds like me. It's a very interesting and straight voice at the same time. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let's see. I think I got everybody. Okay, so before we head out, keep asking questions if you have them. I'm happy to answer. If you have any talking points, I love that. But I do have another. Oh, this is another one, guys, because I have this camera too. People are filming with the DJI Pocket. Have you all heard about that? So this is a camera that shoots in 4K. It's really tight. If I had it, I will show next MediaScope. I'll show it to you. So it shoots in 4K. You can shoot in 1080 as well, which is HD. 4K is UHD, ultra high definition. And this has a gimbal attached to it. This is like all the rage with vloggers, people who do travel vlogs and travel videos, because it's so small and you don't have to, like, this thing, I can carry it. It's not huge, but it is so much. Believe me, when you see me on the move, which I may be at NAB in Vegas, I am not sure. I'm trying to work that out. But when you see, if I'm in Vegas, I'm not taking this. I'm taking the DJI because I'm not trying to travel with a lot. So it's got great quality. The only thing is you're not going to get this shallow depth of field or things with that. It's not made for that. It's made a little bit more for on the go, but you still get a beautiful crystal clear image. Let's see. So Ron TV Metro says, actually, my YouTube presence is more therapy for me. And I've watched a lot of his things. I love it. I love it. Definitely. All right, let's take a look at, we're going to go to, let's do this. Let's go here and let's get you the next picture. Do you know who this is? Why, it's Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has a new animated original series out called Lil Kev, Lil Kev. He's and if you didn't know, Kevin Hart is a Philadelphia native, and he's actually taking on real life issues in this new animated series called Lil Kev. And apparently for him, it is a labor of love. And he says this, my neighbor, it's about the community that he grew up in Philadelphia. And he says this, my neighborhood acted as a village, and now he's sharing this village through animation. He says, this is my baby. So here's the thing. It's been over 7 years in the making for this. And I can see why. Animation is no small feat. I actually want to do an animated series. Let's see how that happens. I've been dying to do one forever, so I'll see how that happens. But I can understand why it took 7 years. And I don't know who's calling me, but I'll call them back. And he said this: it's such a nice love letter, I think, to the city. To well, he didn't say this. This is a fellow comedian, Wanda Sykes, who plays his mother in this, The Voice. It's such a nice love letter, I think, to the city, to his upbringing, and to play his mom. I just get to yell at him all the time. Like, come on. This is what Wanda Sykes says. And she says, imagine the smile on my face, of course, when you are highlighting the city and you're from the city and you can go and grab another huge name from the city to be part of the project. That's from Kevin Hart. Everything lines up. So I think that's actually awesome. So, Lil Kev, let me tell you where it is going to be. There are 10 episodes of Lil Kev that are streaming on BET Plus if you are interested in Lil Kev. So, did you all know that this was happening? Let me know if you knew this was happening or if you have seen it. So, John Copeland said, wow, yeah, who knew? Lil Kev. Lil Kev, I don't know if it's for kids. Because I haven't watched it yet. I'm sure it's a little more kiddish adult, but check it out if you are into Kevin Hart or if you're into animation or just want to hear about this story. So let me go back and here we go. Okay, where some people are talking about the DJI Osmo 3. Yes, I have the Osmo 3. Not sure when the 4 is coming out. There is going to be a 4 coming out, and I was trying to hold on for that, but I'm like, why? I could be holding on forever. So let's see. So yes, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is great. The 3 is larger than the 2. Zap Boogie is here. What's up, Zap? Good to see you. Fifi has joined us as well. Hey, Fifi, how are you? And Nadine says, get the kit because it comes with a great mic. Yes. So if you get the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, get the kit, the creator bundle, because it does come with a DJI mic. So you don't have to worry about, so it comes with a really nice microphone. It also comes with a battery, what we call it is a battery grip in video, but it's extra battery power. So you can charge that, and then when you need extra battery power, you could put that on there. It's just amazing. So, and I actually am going to do a video, like a Be More about it. I haven't had a chance to yet, but I will. Like all the new little toys that I've gotten, I'm going to do some video about that. So Zap Boogie says Funk Around animated music video is coming soon. So if you don't know Zap, make sure you are following him, Zap Boogie. Unk Funk is not in here, nor is Bootha Vandross in here. So there are 4 of them, and they have a group called Funk Around. Wait, not Funk. Is it Funk Around Music? Yes. So Funk is a different group. So it's Funk Around Music. They have an animated music video coming out soon. Please let us know. I would love to premiere it on this show. Let me know. And so congratulations, Zap. That is amazing. Okay, so Bryson, you saw the trailer for this. Fantastic. Okay, Bryson said there's a lot of cursing, so it's not for kids. And I figured it was not for children. And it's on a BET Plus. It's not for kids. So it's for grown folks. All right. So Funk Around Music. Yes. Okay, I'm right. Funk Around Music. So love to everyone, says Fifi. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Let's look at the time. Okay, somebody is clearly trying to get in touch with me. So I will let them know. I will call them back. All right, there we go. Let's look at the time. All right, so we have 2 minutes left to make this an hour. And because I said you guys are going to be here, we're going to be here for an hour. 2 minutes left. This is what we're going to do. Let's look at one last story. Let's decide what we want to do. I got to talk about this. So let's talk a little bit about podcasting. I did tease this yesterday. Here we go. All right. So Michelle Obama and her brother, Craig Robinson, are launching a new podcast called IMO, or In My Opinion. Did you guys know about this? I did say this yesterday or Wednesday when I went live, but in case you didn't hear, yes. So in addition to her already great resume, she's adding podcast host. So she's collaborating with her brother and Executive Director of the National Association of Basketball Coaches, Craig Robinson, on MIO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. So it's supposed to explore lots of different facets of life. And the first episode has Issa Rae on it. So Issa Rae is on there. Jay Shetty and Kiki Palmer will be on there as well. So who are some of the other guests? Tyler Perry, Tracy Ellis Ross, Angie Martinez, Dwayne Wade, and Gabrielle Union. This is going to be good. I'm going to have to tune in to this one. That's awesome. So this is what the Michelle Obama said. With everything going on in the world, we're looking for answers and people to turn to. My brother Craig and I launched the IMO podcast to create a space for people to come as they are, ask questions, give their opinions, and have thoughtful conversations about life. There's no single way to deal with the challenges we may be facing, whether it's family, faith, or our personal relationships, but taking the time to open up and talk about these issues can provide hope. All right. So I am guessing that you're going to be able to pick this up on every major podcast provider, podcast distributor, where your favorite podcast place is. You can listen and hold on. Let's see when it premiered Wednesday. So it just premiered Wednesday. So you can listen to the Issa Rae episode. That should be up now. So it's probably, if you're a Spotify listener, you could probably subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I don't like the interface for Apple Podcasts, so I tend to listen elsewhere. But anyway, it's wherever you find podcasts. All right, let's take our last comments and let's see. And Dasava, hey, how are you, my dear? Welcome. Says, yes, I will be tuning in. Food Plane says, thanks for the stream. Always fun. Thank you so much. And now you know good and well, Ron. He said, wait, I thought this was a 10-hour stream. My friend, no. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Let's see if we got some last comments over on Instagram. Hey, D. Kurt, how are you? Welcome in. And Denise, hello, hello. Bryson says every Wednesday. Yeah, what drops on Wednesday? Okay, thank you. You were talking about the podcast. Yes, dropped on Wednesday. Hey, D. Kurt, how are you? Sean Smash Jet, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome. Thank you so much for being in here. And PR Diva is looking forward to it. Yes, just dropped Wednesday. Bryson, absolutely correct. He also has another tidbit in here on March 28th. Apple TV Plus got a new 2-part documentary called Number One on the Call Sheet. Yes, I heard about that. Number One on the Call Sheet. So if you have Apple TV Plus, you're able to watch that. I do not. And you all know I don't pay for what I don't have. So I just have to do without it, right? Okay, Zap Boogie says we can absolutely do that. I will reach out. Thank you. This is why I love the MediaScope Massive. All right. I think, hey, DJ McFord, you're coming in as I'm getting off. Good to see you, Sean. It is wonderful having you here. All right, folks, you are absolutely amazing. I love coming on with you. So there's so much that I have to do. So first of all, let me say thank you so much for spending your Friday night with me. It's 9:30. You could be out doing gallivanting about the town and doing God knows what, but you're here with me. So I am thankful for that. Make sure we will be on Wednesday. So make sure you come back Wednesday and hang out with me. Although I like this Friday night thing. I do. You all tell me and let me know if you like Friday nights better than Wednesdays. I know Wednesdays at 6 may be hard for people, especially on the West Coast, because you are at work. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe this will be in addition to like once a month. We'll see. Bessie says, great episode. Thank you so much. PR Diva says, thank you. Enjoy your weekend. You as well. Sawyer, you and Mick came in late because but that's okay. You can watch the replay if you like, because I'm about to head off. Oh, Divine Right likes Friday nights. Okay. We'll see what we could do. We'll see if we can make this work. DJ McFord, our resident DJ for Indie Soup Media, says that everyone should have a great night. And Sean Smash Jet likes it because And John likes the Friday night thing. And this was a great vibe. And Fifi like, okay. So what I probably will do is I'll put like a more formal thing on social media and you all can tell me. Wednesdays for some reason have gotten difficult for me. And like I said, it's year 10. I can do what the hell I like. If I want to change it, I'll change it. But if that's if it works for you, because I could be talking to myself at night. So yeah, let's see how this works because right now let me see how that works. So let me know. And with that, Adeoye, how are you? And he says, hello, all. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming in. We're about to hop off, but I'm glad that you came in. Come back the next time. Come back next time. Dora Skywriter likes Friday nights. LaShondra likes Friday nights. Ron TV Metro enjoyed this. Do I have a Twitch? Yeah. And we're live on Twitch now. So you can watch via Twitch if you like. There's so many different ways you can watch. All right. So I'm going to end it because now we're at 1:05. So we're 5 minutes over the hour. So I'm going to end the way I always end. I love you for watching. I bid you adieu. You guys, myself, all of this news, we're going to exit stage left. So until we will come back on Wednesday, but we'll work on, maybe another day you guys are liking the Friday night. So, maybe we will do that. Okay, so let's see. All right, but until I will come back on Wednesday though. So, but until next week, cheers.
Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities. Here we offer you. We gon' show you on your way. The content it never stays, but positive and uplifting.